The following is an appreciation comment and comments about Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders has risen to the occasion this season in a contract year about whether or not, as far as he's concerned, contract year for whether or not they are going to extend him after this season. Miles Sanders has done nothing short of blow me away this season with what he has been doing on the football field. Let's just start here. Ready for this? And I don't give a damn about jinxes. Okay, if this helps people, I'll do it. I'll knock on wood. Okay. He hasn't fumbled. He's recovered 2 fumbles. He himself has not fumbled. We're 8 games into the season. Your number 1 running back hasn't put the ball on the turf, hasn't put the ball on the grass. That's what your number 1 running back has done. Now let's go into the numbers that I know a lot of more people care about. Rushing yards, touchdowns. He's been amazing. He is on pace for a near 1,400-yard season. His previous total is about 860. He's on pace for almost 1,400 yards of rushing this year. His previous high is 860. He's already matched his season high in rushing touchdowns for a season at 6. And we're only 8 games into this season. He's going to blow that out of the water. And when we talk about rushing touchdowns with Miles Sanders, a number 1 running back, you know what we can't leave out? The fact that he is still, and I believe that is the 5th highest touchdowns, rushing touchdowns in the NFL. Miles Sanders with 6, 5th highest. And he is at that mark with a quarterback that continuously punches it in on quarterback sneaks. If they didn't have that quarterback doing it as often as he does, because Jalen Hurts also has 6 rushing touchdowns this season, if they didn't do that, imagine how much higher he'd be. And he's already 5th. That's pretty high. And there are plenty of situations, and I wish the Eagles would do this, because this is going to make me sound crude. It's going to make me sound crude, but it's the nature of the beast. I'd rather hand the ball to a running back at a 2nd and goal, 3rd and goal, 4th and goal situation. I'd rather hand it to a running back at least a little bit more than what they're doing right now, so that my quarterback isn't being put in peril by putting his head first going in for the goal. Going in for the goal line, over the goal line for the touchdown, of course. That's what I'd rather see. But Miles Sanders has been phenomenal this year, and I feel like we've barely talked about it. We've been caught up in, rightfully so, A.J. Brown being amazing. We've been caught up in Dallas Goedert having himself a great year. We've been caught up in Jason Kelce, how great he's been as a center again this year, the Hall of Famer himself right there in the middle of the offensive line. We've been talking about Jalen Hurts as the MVP. We've been talking about how great this defense has been this year, but we have barely mentioned anybody I've heard talk about it is that Miles Sanders is having a career year. Jalen Hurts this season risen to the occasion. Jonathan Gannon risen to the occasion. Hey, what about Miles Sanders? Because we talked about him in the offseason. What are they going to do with him? Is he even a number 1 running back anymore? Is he even number 1 on this depth chart anymore? Yes. Exclamation point. Yes. It's really incredible. 7th in rushing, 5th in rushing touchdowns, 0 fumbles. On pace for nearly 1,400 yards. What did I say? His career high was 867. 867 yards is his career rushing total. That's his high. That's his high in his career. Appreciation for Miles Sanders and what he's been able to do for this team, because it is nothing short of amazing. And I don't feel like we have sung his praises nearly enough for what he has brought to the table for the Philadelphia Eagles. 25 years old. Certainly looks like a guy that has a lot of good years left in him. So